Hello, hello, hello. This is Tanya Jones Alvalusi coming to you from Butterfly Effect Counseling and Consulting LLC. Ooh, okay, we're here. We're here. That's what we are. We're here. And today it's a little different. Yeah, I told you I had COVID a couple weeks ago. Things are a little behind, and this algorithm on YouTube does not like me. Okay, today. I'm a little late and I didn't record this weekend. So guess what? We're going to another oldie but goodie. I am giving you a video from my personal, oh, not my personal, my Instagram. Okay, sorry YouTube world. I'm talking about Instagram. I'm giving you a video from my Instagram today. This video is an oldie but a goodie, and I love it. It is where I went live on Insta for the first time. I was nervous. I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. And in this video, I asked my followers to give me some questions that I was going to answer the following week. So first, you're going to see me saying, hey, I'm live, my first time. What do you want to ask a counselor or a therapist? And then the next, you'll see me in a totally different outfit, different hairstyle, saying, hey, I got your questions and I'm going to answer them. And I give you 5 golden tickets on answering the question that I received. And so I hope you like it. Matter of fact, I know you will. And enjoy. Don't forget, click, like, subscribe, hit that notification button so that you are always notified when I am on. Okay? All right. Enjoy.
Hello, hello, hello. So, my name is Tanya Jones Avalusi. I am a licensed clinical social worker and I'm the owner of Butterfly Effect Counseling and Consulting. So, I am live and I have never done this before, ever. But today is Wordy Wednesday and I promised that I was going to bring some words on this lovely Wednesday. So here I am, trying something new, stepping out the box, have no idea what I'm doing. I am not expecting anyone to actually watch me right now. It's late at night, and I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna go live. Why not? Give it a try. But what I do want to ask is, what are some questions or some things you've always wanted to ask a therapist? Like, what would you like to learn? I want these Wednesdays, wordy Wednesdays, should I say, to be an educational experience, whether I do a blog or a video or go live. I want to know from you, what do you want to learn? What have you always wanted to ask a therapist? So I was just jumping on here very, very quickly before anyone actually notices that I'm live. And I just wanted to ask you that. So, like, what do you want to hear and learn about? What have you always wanted to ask a therapist? All right, so I'm jumping off now because, yeah, did you hear me say I'm live? Yeah, not doing this. Yes, I am. I'm stepping out. I'm doing it again. Every Wednesday, something's going down with words. Wordy Wednesday, here I am, live, stepping out the box. Gotta try something new. All right, guys, I hope everyone is having a good day. I hope you, well, I mean, it's 9 o'clock at night at this point if you're watching live, but hope you're having a good night. In any way, have a blessed week. How about that? Bye, guys. Oh, it's me again, Tanya Jones Avalusi. It's Wednesday, and that means it is Wordy Wednesday. I'm loving that. I don't know why, but I do. I made it up. I don't even know if that already exists in the world, but it's new to me. So I'm coming to you guys today because last Wednesday I asked, what are some things you've always wanted to ask a therapist? And I got a couple of questions, and so I'm going to answer one of them today live. Now, here's the thing. I had a whole plan for the day. I was going to start my blog today, and I was going to put it out there, and I was going to answer the question through a blog, and it was going to be amazing, and, you know, you guys were going to love it. But that didn't happen. So here we are. Just want to point out, I am aware that you might not see this actually live. And since I'm just testing out the waters, that is okay. I really don't even know how to to interact with people at this moment. Right now, it is literally just let me put out my video, right? Trying new things. That's my my Tuesday, Truthful Tuesday, trying new things. All right. So the question that I'm going to answer is one that says, if you have been through traumatic experiences but feel fine, do you still need therapy? Okay, so how I'm going to answer this is by giving you some questions to think about, or maybe some statements to think about, right? So number one, I have 5 of them. Number one, my therapist friends might not agree or like what I'm about to say, but everyone doesn't need therapy. It is true. Everyone does not need week by week, 1 hour therapy. However, if you've experienced something traumatic, I would question and I would say to you, would it hurt? Would it hurt to talk to someone who is trained and has the education and the background to sit with you and go through the circumstance or the situation that you experience? So would it hurt to do that, right? Would it hurt to be able to sit down and process what just happened to you? Would it hurt to be able to talk about what you're thinking, what you're feeling, to even just go through the situation, right? How many times have you gone through something and someone else had a different perspective of what you just experienced or what they've experienced because they were right there with you and they witnessed it as well? Like, you always have a different perspective. So that would be the first thing. Like, would it hurt to have a trained therapist kind of go over a few things with you? So that would be number one. Okay. Number two, I would say to you, what are some of the reasons why you are not considering therapy? Are you scared? Does it cost too much? Is it something that you've never done before and you're just not sure if you should or could or would? I think sometimes as humans, right, we often feel broken after we experience something traumatic. And if you're feeling broken, I mean, do you want to rehash it all over again? That's why you need to sit across from someone who's trained, because they will know not to open up Pandora's box all at once, and they will take it slow. And if they're a good therapist or a well-trained therapist, I'll say, they'll know what to say and what not to say and when to say it and when not to say it, okay? So what are some reasons why you're not considering therapy? What's that about? Also, culturally, like, is it a thing in your culture to go to therapy? Some cultures it's not. How many of you have been told, don't go telling my business, right? Number 3, do you feel the need? Like, maybe you're just not feeling it, right? In this question, it said, if you are feeling fine, right? Like, maybe you just don't feel it. I would then go back to question number 1. Would it hurt? Would it hurt to sit across from someone that's trained? What I would ask myself is, what happened to me? Did it persuade my life in some kind of way, right? Did it change something in some kind of way? What is it that happened to you or what experience did you witness that made some kind of change in your life? And was that change really significant? Is it something that perhaps you should talk about? Maybe get some opinions about? Perhaps just get it out. How many times have you just had a bad day at work and just wanted to sit down and get it out? Just call up a friend and say, woo, let me just tell you what I am thinking or feeling, right? So that would be number 3. Like, do you feel that there's a need? All right, number 4. Again, I see that I have a viewer. So what I'm talking about is if you have been through a traumatic experience but you feel fine, should you see a therapist? All right, so number 4, are you truly coping? Like, for real, are you coping? Are you truly, quote unquote, fine? Are you avoiding situations? Are you avoiding activities? Are you numbing yourself, like overeating, drinking? Maybe you are not handling certain responsibilities that you used to. So here's a good one. Are you hiding? Are you in denial? Maybe the situation has happened, but you're going to push through and play it off like nothing ever happened. So that's number 4. Like, are you truly coping? And that's something that only you can answer, right? If you're hiding or numbing or avoiding something, you're going to know. That's something for you to figure out. But I do ask, and I would ask myself if I was, going to consider therapy, is, am I truly coping? And number 5, do you actually know what happens when you go to therapy? Like, okay, everyone knows what a therapist is or a counselor is, but do you actually know what happens in a session? Like how it's supposed to be? Maybe you don't know what happens. So the idea of going to therapy is like, well, I don't want to sit there and tell a stranger all my business, right? Maybe you are not aware that like therapy has structure. I'm not going to sit across from you and ask for everything on day 1, right? There's some type of method to it, right? So I would ask myself that. Do you actually know what it's like to be in a therapy session? What happens in therapy? Do you know that it's confidential, right? That by law, therapists can't share your business. Maybe you don't know that. Or that, this idea that someone's going to sit across from me and just tell me what to do. No. Therapists aren't really supposed to tell you what to do. So those are like my 5, right? Would it hurt? What are some reasons why you're not considering it? How do you feel? And has this event kind of changed your life in some kind of way? And could it hurt to just talk about it a little bit? Number 4, right, was, are you truly coping with it? Or are you avoiding it? And then number 5, do you really know what happens in a therapy session? What's the flow like? Like, what do people actually do in therapy? Okay, I hope this at least gave you some things to think about and kind of answered the question a little bit for yourself. And also, I would say, if you have people in your life that are saying, hey, maybe you should talk to a therapist about that. That's usually because they are seeing something that maybe you're not seeing, and they are trying to express some type of concern about what they're seeing. Maybe they don't have the right words for it, or maybe they just feel like it would be a great idea. But truly, like, just ask yourself, would it hurt to see someone? Would it benefit you to see someone? It probably would. But again, everyone doesn't necessarily need it week by week for a whole hour for years. That's another thing. Let me just say this. Going to therapy does not have to be forever. It's not a forever thing. It is not supposed to be a forever thing. It is truly supposed to be something that helps you along the way. It is supposed to be something that gets you to a point of healing and well-being, but it's not supposed to be forever. Now, don't get me wrong. Just because you go to therapy once doesn't mean that's all you need either. Sometimes you need to go back. You need a little tweaking. You might need some maintenance, right? Situations continue to happen to us as we go throughout the years. Maybe something else pops up and you got to go talk to someone about it. It is okay. If there's anything that I can share with you today, is I just want to normalize it. It's perfectly fine to go to therapy, to talk to someone. Literally, I talk to my clients just like this. It's down to earth. We just talk. We talk about all types of situations. There's nothing yet that has really surprised me. I'm still waiting. So if you think that you would benefit from therapy, you can always book with me. You can call. You can also go to my website at butterflyeffectcc.com and book an appointment. Thank you guys so much. I do see that I have some people live, and I truly hope this was beneficial to you on this Wordy Wednesday. Bye-bye.